Because when we put together Agenda 2063, we worked very closely with the bank, and we agreed that the bank must align its work to Agenda 2063, which they did. And now they've moved further, because we also agreed that we cannot fund all the infrastructure and things that are needed through the country's fiscus. We need to get investments. And I'm very excited that now we are here and infrastructure is on the table, and investors have come from across the globe to come and work with Africa, for Africa. And Africa is really taking its destiny in its hands. So for me, this is very important, because I remember the president of the ADB saying to me, "My sister, I'm coming on board, we're going to accelerate this." And for me, this is the first step towards acceleration.
And of course, if there's someone who knows the challenges that the continent faces, particularly with regards to governance, it would be you. And it is one of the things that's being discussed here, to say that while as a continent we need to move forward and bring investment onto the continent, it's very important also to get good governance.
Yes, it's important to get good governance. It's important to make sure that the institutions are strong, that there is predictability of policy and regulations. And so that is important not only for Africa but everywhere. And so Africa is very mindful of that. Many countries have been introducing reforms to actually address that. But what is more important are the opportunities in Africa. The opportunities are endless, and we are the new growth frontier of the world, and we have a young population. So as somebody else said, we are going to be the workshop of the world. And so for us, we must invest also in young people, skills revolution, so that indeed when investors come, they'll find a workforce that is fit for purpose.
And one word for women?
Of course, women, just like youth, must be the drivers of this development. I was very happy that the bank also took heed of that. They're starting a fund to de-risk women's projects, and so we must make sure that women are part of this move. They are part of Africa on the move, Africa on the rise. And women have always been very innovative, creative. They've been able to do a lot with less, so we need them to come in, not only for micro projects, because sometimes when people talk about women, they talk about the micro lending, micro this one. There's nothing micro about us. We just want to be in the mainstream of the economy. Yes, some women may start micro, but we must be in everything, small, medium, and large corporations.